Good morning, Divine Masculines. How are you doing, teddy bears? I hope you are doing good. And Jehovah, can you just come on down here and prophesy over clear, direct messages from my friend here, protect my energy and yours. And we're just going to get right into it. So, Jehovah, what is going on? What is going on with our divine masculines today? What's in the air? What's in the universe? What's going on with divine masculines? Let's see. All right. Well, the tower is coming out in the negative. So either... Actually, I just overall feel like this tower was defeated. Like you just finished this. Like maybe you just ended this energy because of the full moon that just happened. 111 there. Thank you, Jehovah, for that confirmation. So that's what I'm feeling so far. I also am feeling that maybe there's some of you who are just consistently stuck in this vicious cycle that you're not allowing yourself to get out. And that's why the tower is never in the upright for you, because you're not able to conquer it and move on to the next part of your journey. So, Jehovah, what else? What else here, you guys? There's also, snake energy here, Capricorn energy here. Also possible Aquarius too. So you might be dealing with the cusp. Jehovah. What else here? What else here? Okay. So this Knight of Swords here came out in the neutral. So Knight of Swords is someone who's just very mentally in the upright, if he is, and which means he's very, very good at problem solving. He does it with pure intentions and to do what's best for everyone around the situation. But if they're in the negative, they're just very mentally strategic, manipulative. And it causes a lot of anxiety, it causes a lot of headaches, it causes a lot of narcissism. So with this coming out in the neutral for me, this tower just has someone stuck, really, divine masculine. Maybe you feel stuck. This is also air energy here, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Knights also represent someone in between the ages of 25 to 35. Doesn't have to be, though. That's just what could be in the universe here. So I really feel like there's one side of the screen here, 311, is just stuck in this neutral position because they're keeping themselves stuck in the same continuation for so long. The other side of the screen here has conquered this tower, which, it did come out in the negative, but this is the energy that I'm picking up, is that this tower wasn't even really a tower for you. 333 on the clock there. It's more of just, you had some funky emotional energy and you powered through it in a way that you normally wouldn't. Or you can look back at this now and say, yeah, a year ago I would have been a mess, but yesterday or the day before, yesterday maybe this happened for somebody, it just kind of funked with you a little bit. It just threw you off your groove a little bit, like Cusco, it just happened to just rock you up just a little bit, and you're still right back to where you were before. You're in just this neutral position. And I feel like you have just mentally got yourself down on lockdown 411, where you're just, I'm just going to stay here right now. I need to make sure I keep mental clarity, because you have this vantage point really of everything around you, because you've been backstabbed, and then now you've been backstabbed in the front, so your heart is aching, therefore your head is aching mentally, and you're sitting here trying to get head over heart, heart over head, which is why this is neutral. Wow. Good for you though, divine masculine. Like, this is some tough shit, especially if you've already been healing, or you've kind of just got to this point where at 444 here, you just, I'm done. 444. 4 swords is a mental truce here. And we're just talking now about being done. Why would I feel the need to bring that up at 444? Yeah. mental truce here. You're just, you know, you've had 3 backstabbing swords, and this one more just kind of put the nail in the coffin for you. And you're kind of just like, nope, this isn't right. I'm not going to deal with this again. I really need to keep myself on guard. On guard. On guard. Which is funny because 444, that's 4 times 3, that's 12 swords there. And 10 swords is the mental, you know, ending. But then you have 2 more swords, which is a balance of 2 swords like this on the card. On guard. On guard. So channeling that for a reason too. Jehovah, what else here? What else is going on with this spiritual awakening of our divine masculine here? I'm super proud of you. Let's see here. Oh, eesh. So there... So first off, let's just talk about the High Priestess here. This is the 3rd high arcana, or the 2nd, depending on how you look at it. And this is just a very balanced person spiritually and mentally, and therefore it's emotionally completely within and without, as above, so below. The balance of black and white, yes and no, right or wrong, truth and lie. Very, very emotional because the moon is here in the water. And in my Hebraic deck, this one, she's actually in the water, and it comes up that way. You know, the Torah is there where she gets her faith. And so when this is in the negative, this is not a good, this person is completely whack. Like, this is not good energy to be completely mentally screwed with. Like, this is also could represent the other woman in some situations, or in the other woman in the sense of this is who your Queen of Cups is, but she's now scorned as the other woman standing in her truth because of this other woman that came along, and she's now absorbed that energy, which would make a lot of sense here because here's the Tower, and then here's air and communication, you know. And yeah, I mean, this is just, you know, very, very, if you can see the moon there in the bottom, you know, this is also, because it's Cancer, Pisces, it's very, very emotional. It represents off of the moon, the secrets, the devastation hidden in the night, you know. It also goes back in the Hebrew to the camel or the gimel, which is just the foundation of how it can go for a long, steady journey. Like, it's very, very firm. It'll get you there in whatever amount of time. So we have this in the negative. So now this Knight of Swords is in this neutral position because of this Tower from this High Priestess, which you guys look at this right here, you know, this looks like 2 towers, kind of like this is what's the truth and this is the lie, right? And then you put the Tower in between and it would balance the 3 pillars, you know. So at least in this situation, when both of these are in the positive and the upright, they're definitely going to fuse together and continue the ascension of the energy. But because this is in the negative, this is just what's going on in this situation of this energy that I'm picking up right here, divine masculine. And 811 was just right there on the clock. So let's see what else here. Jehovah, what else? You know, this also could be the other woman in the sense of this could also be your mother too. It doesn't have to be a loving situation. You could be having an emotional situation that you are happy with and you've made up your mind like, no, this is who I want to be with, and your mom is scorned, you know. Or it could be where your mom is very, very manipulative, is very mental wacko, and she's put her energy onto you and you have had enough. You have had enough, my friend. Very, very proud of you for standing in your no, not letting her tower after tower after tower affect you. Been there, done that. Jehovah, what else here? What else here? Oh my goodness, there's the Strength card, you guys. So yeah, divine masculine, when I was talking about your mama, my 911, thank you, Jehovah. Thank you. That is a great angel number. When I was talking about your mama, my gut was going off like, yeah, there's a divine masculine right now struggling with walking away from his mama. And here's the Strength card right here, which means inner and outer strength is needed. You are divinely guided. This angel protecting you, your ancestor maybe, that's like, don't fall for this person's shit, because it's snake energy. Whenever the Strength card comes out, it's because the big D man himself is around. And hello, This is not a great card to have negative at all. This is completely devilish to me. And this ancestor of yours is looking down and saying, shut up for a minute, wake up so you can roar as strong as the lion that you are in the inside. And I'm giving you the internal strength to do it, because they are watching over you. They see everything else that happens. 10 o'clock there on the, thank you, ending. They see everything else that happens, Divine Masculine, with this person. They know what this person's thinking. You know, it's all just in the universe for them. 10-11 right there. Okay. The Divine Masculine that needs to walk away from this other woman or your mama, you're going to need strength to do it, but it comes up in the positive, and that is a victory for me. If you think about it, that I count that as a victory card. You're going to have the inner strength and the outer strength. And right now you are reflecting differently with this spirit inside of you, this guidance that you must feel. And now you're coming out of your emotional flesh state and you're able to wake up in your spiritual state. And that's why the inner and the outer is coming in. The outer being your flesh, the inner being your spirit. Okay, Divine Masculine, great job. You know, we're only 10 minutes in. I want to keep going because I know what it's like to walk away from someone like this. My own mother is like this. So I get it. There's so much mental anxiety. And then you feel like you're the child who has to be the adult now because they're the one acting childish, right? You're always stuck in their energy because you 11:11 right there on the clock. Because you love them so much and you want to like respect them because you're afraid. But at the same time, you realize how much you are stealing from yourself to constantly fill their cup that will never be filled. Okay. Oh, here we go. All for Jehovah. Yep. Okay. So right away we get this. Well, it came out this way for me. So here we go. So we have King of Wands and the Moon here. King of Wands and the Moon here in the negative. And then let's see what else is here. Oh my goodness. Oh, so 9 of Swords here. This is the mental illness card. And then this is 5, 6, 7, 8 of Pentacles here. 8 and 9. Wow. So with all 4 of these cards here, this is... Okay. Thank you, Jehovah. All right, Divine Masculine. Are you ready to rumble? Are you with me? Be with me here for just a second. So this tower that you're constant, this is the overall energy, was the tower. 1221 when I looked at that. 1221. Wow, you are ascending, you are flipping, you are growing as I'm talking about this. This tower is your ultimate overall energy right now. This tower is always going to be here, but you are trumping it. And I'll tell you how, because this is King of Wands being suppressed by the Moon here. The Moon in the negative, which is dark secrets, dark just manipulation, just, you know, dark magic here. This. Now, the Moon also goes back to the mother. So didn't I call that out? And I said, this masculine is walking away from the evil intentions of his mom who was taken over by negative entities. She must have multiple demons to cast out, because I wouldn't be saying this if it didn't come through. Ouch. If it didn't come through like that. You guys, there's a lot of air coming out of my ears right now. And so to have both of the mother cards come up like this and just give me that same energy back to back, I told you there's Cancer Pisces in here. She's ruled by the Moon, and the Moon came in the negative here for you. All right. So here you are being this King of Wands, stepping in your spiritual power, and you're like, this isn't right. I hate how she makes me feel. She's so toxic, but I love my mom, and she's so passionate because it's emotional. This is all held in your flesh. Okay. And now here you are conquering tower after tower with all of this strength. And you're turning into your Knight of Swords energy, which is fantastic. You are ascending. This is the next level up, sweetheart. So I'm very, 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 very proud of you, no matter how hard this is, because you're leaving this part of you that she was reflecting on. And I'll tell you how. This mental illness right here. I already told you she's a mental wacko. And here you are taking all of these swords from her and now showing you, okay, mom, I got all your swords and now I'm the king of them and I'm going to use it against you to walk away. And not use against you as a manipulative. It's use against your light because I need to protect myself at this point. Okay. Here's your 9 and you got 1 more. Okay. That is an ending. That is, you are mentally walking away from your mama here. Okay. And look, every time you look at a sword, it's a mirror. So this is automatically 18 swords because you have all this anxiety and all this bright light that you're not sure is where it's going to go and how it's hitting your eyeballs, and you cannot see it clearly because you are not used to the light, and it's causing so much mental strife. And you know, there's tons of lies here. King of Wands and air, like that's just fire and air. That's just lying to ignite the whole communication to be manipulative all over again. You know, it's just, yeah, you are starting to wake up to the fact that your mom will never change. You know, you have to question her and her motives. You have to question her and her love. And that's never what a masculine should go through. And I love you. I'm here for you. If you need someone, a safe place, because honey, it's just me and you right now. No one has to know what you're doing. Okay. No one has to know that you are individually working on yourself. It is just me and you here, Jehovah and Yeshua. Okay. Your salvation, and it's coming because you're already recognizing that your ancestors are watching out for you. I mean, so is Jehovah and Yeshua too, but I'm being told ancestors right here. Okay. And I don't lie. And I'm consistent, and I'm telling you the damn truth. So I'm telling you, your ancestors are watching out for you, probably in relations to this, because there's 2 cards right here. That's just confirmation. And then here, you've gathered all of these swords to be able to then have this whole self-worth here of 8 of Pentacles. Okay, there is an absolute gain here, and you're almost towards your happy ending. You're on your way. You're recognizing who you are. You're standing in your power. There's a lot of inheritance here that maybe not in the 3D, but in the 5D that your ancestors are giving you because of this strength. Because I count Pentacles as worth, and here you are looking at you all pretty. Look at how valuable I am, Mom, and you don't see it, and you're never going to see it because she also has this 10 times harder. You have now absorbed your mother's problems, and look at how pretty you're going to be. Wow, Divine Masculine, I'm so absolutely proud of you. It's okay to walk away from family. It's okay because it saves yourself in the end. And when you come to your kingdom, meet our Father in heaven, he's not going to sit there and say, oh, you did such a great job for protecting your mother's feelings. Even though she didn't do it for you, I'm going to let you in. No, he wants to sit there and say, you did such a great job for not seeking yourself and seeking me to help guide you. 17:11 there on the clock. Thank you, Jehovah. All right, you guys, what else is here? Oh, yes, the Lovers. So Gemini is coming up here. So, wow. Leo's here. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. We have Capricorn here with more Earth, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. We have Cancer, Pisces, and then we have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So it's all here. It's all here. And now this is Gemini coming up. And this is right here. This is about lovers, and it's, you know, it's about making a decision. And when this comes in the negative, it tells me that, okay, you haven't made this decision yet, but you're realizing that, okay, I'm starting to clear the air here mentally, and you're starting to gain inner peace. Because if you have all of this anxiety with this Wands energy, like I told you, it's just boom, boom, boom. It's just constant firing off, and you never stop thinking about it. And now that you're gaining control of the swords and their reflection, excuse me, now that you're clearing their reflection and you're able to use the swords behind you as like, okay, I'm protecting myself from all angles here and move on. Once you make this decision, and you're going to notice, okay, I really don't want to be involved around my mom. I can't. It's better for me. It's healthier for me. And therefore, you can come and step into your loving energy of yourself, balancing your female energies and balancing your male energies as you fight the devil within. Okay, it's going to be very hard to walk away. And the more that you fear those emotions, the more that the snake energy is going to get in, the more that it's going to allow your mother's energy to get in here. Or the other woman, for the other divine masculines on the screen here. But this totally turned into a mama's boy situation in the negative. And I don't want that. I want a mama's boy to love his mama for all the right reasons. This is not the right reason, sweetheart. Okay. Let's see what else here. So the Lovers, that was in the negative here, that will turn into the upright here with all of this strength. As long as you take Jehovah's suggestion here. Let's see what else. Oh, yep. 6 of Wands here. So here's your victory card right here. Once you make the decision in the upright, your 6 of Wands of success and victory of walking away from all that mental, passionate strife, you'll be able to put this in the upright and you'll have a victory, my friend. You'll be able to walk away and you are going to be so happy. You will be so happy, Jehovah says. Because right here, he's already there guiding you anyway. There's the sun right there. Even though you're clouded by the judgment of the snake himself, you're still in the bubble of the sun, Jehovah's government. So those can turn into the positive. Let's see what else here. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 7 of Wands. So once this happens, once you turn your victory here, Jehovah is saying, you'll have this 6 of Wands energy go into the upright. And then this will be your next step. So you're already ascending positively in your future. Your ancestors are saying, look, you're going to be getting out of this, you know, reflection of you. You'll be able to conquer the rest of it, to be able to say, okay, that was completely all me, as you're accepting the truth, right? And then you'll be able to put this away and continue successing on here. So 7 of Wands here. This is just like the vantage point of being able to attack anything that's coming at you. This is just more, you know, I really get it from like, okay, you have your one wand that just got you through this spiritual success. And then you have everyone else's wand coming at you, but you see it coming and you're able to protect yourselves, and you're able to be one step ahead of yourself mentally as well, to be able to communicate, because you're going to have a lot of bullshit coming in from the interference of your mom's energy here. And this is really just wrong, passionate, more wicked consequences, really. It could be other family members, like, you know, this is your dad's wand, this is now your siblings' wand, and then this is your aunt and uncle's wand. You know, you're just kind of just, okay, I have to stand in my truth. And it's more of just like, I got to just stand in victory about it, but I also got to protect myself from all angles. And you're going to be able to, though, because it came up in the negative, and it's just going to be a lot of passionate interference. And it's kind of just like this spiritual consequence that if you do not protect yourself and your surroundings, you're not going to like what's coming towards you even more. And it's just going to keep continuing to set you back, because the 8, 9, and 10 are mental oppression cards as well, too, after swift communication somehow. And you are the one that can decide how that swift communication is going to come into play for you or not. Is it going to be in the negative spiritual consequences side of the wheel of karma, or the positive spiritual consequences side of karma, which is what I want for you. Let's see one more here that you don't see coming. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I know the Roman numerals, so I'm trying to quiz myself and remember, okay, that's the 8 of Pentacle card. So this is great because you have inheritance here. There's a lot of time being put in. You're working on yourself really hard. And here's your self-worth here. And that's how I count Pentacles too. It's not just time, materialistic, and money, although it is 22 right there on the clock. But you're like, okay, this too bullshit's just happened, and then I'm going to add it to my wall of trophies here on all of my progress. And you're going to be able to take your inheritance in of self-worth. You'll be able to clear the air, and you're going to be able to work really, really hard on yourself to be able to get to this point here, right? So yeah, here you are right here. You have a 6 and a 7 coming, 23, 11. And then you have the 8 and the 9 coming. So Jehovah's telling you right here, if this is what this is blocking you from already before. We went through a little bit more of what you don't see coming, and you've got 2 steps on the spiritual side of you growing up, and then you've got the Pentacles, your self-worth coming into play. Thank you, Jehovah. All right, so you guys, we're going to grab a couple words here, because I really already feel like you know what you want to do. You just have to spiritually take that Band-Aid off and just do it. You have to act upon it, because there's a lot of yellow here. There's a lot of sun energy, and sun energy also is the energy that reflects off your first powerhouse's solar plexus energy chakra. So I'm telling you, I feel like your gut goes off all the time. Your gut's probably going off during this reading, and you know what you need to do. And it just sucks. It's just hard when you have to walk away from the person that hasn't always been your authority figure, who failed you. And therefore you failed yourself. And failing yourself continually is not going to get you anywhere spiritually. It's not going to get you anywhere towards his kingdom. And it's not going to get you anywhere towards loving yourself. Okay? Everything that you're putting yourself through right now by staying in this situation with this other woman or your mama is only limiting yourself. You are not required to do any of that. You are not required to have anxiety. You are not required to deal with your mother's narcissistic bullshit or the other woman's bullshit. You're not required to hate. You're not required to fear. You're not required to do anything. You are required to love and be loved in return in his image, for him, with him, and through him. That is what you are required to do. Now, if you want to move on spiritually, you will have this victory, but that needs to be made very clear to you, is that it is about you letting go of man-made behaviors, man-made mental processes, and going towards within to find the light, to find Jehovah, to find Yeshua, and move forward and set your crooked path straight. Okay? Jehovah's telling you he's got your hand. He's got your hand the whole way, and so do I. I am right here for you. Drop a comment. I'd be happy to talk to you. I'd be happy to say a prayer for you. I would be absolutely honored. So let's see, Jehovah. Thank you so much, Jehovah, for still protecting our energy and just for coming on down here and giving our masculine teddy bear here a hug. I really wish I could give you a hug. Wouldn't just a heartfelt hug be so nice right now? Because you guys, okay, you got to stop crying because I'm going to cry. You can't do that. All right, Jehovah, come on down and just, wrap your arms around him and just give him some comfort. While you also come down here and you just start picking through my hands here and just let me know what really energy is it here that our masculine needs to know. There's a couple here. All right. Thank you, Jehovah. I'm curious to what he says, y'all. Let's see here. Oh my goodness. You guys, he did this earlier. So I did the Divine Feminine reading and the star came out. And he brought the star out in the Psalms, which is what he's doing here with the moon. And I told y'all, the moon is here. The moon is here and your mama. This divine masculine, this also goes back to the kof, which is the back of the head. Okay. The head is the Resh, the Bosh, the chief, Jehovah's government, Jehovah himself. But the moon is the back of the head. Okay. So it's just a lot of water emotions. And this whole, like we talked about earlier, I'm still just shaking that. I cannot believe he's brought this out. So Psalm 119, Kof, for the moon here. I call with all my heart. Answer me, O Lord, and I will obey your decrees. 27:11 right there on the clock. I call out to you. Save me, and I will keep your statutes. I rise before dawn and cry for help. I have put my hope in your world. My eyes stay open through the watches of the night, that I may meditate on your promises. Hear my voice in accordance with your love. Preserve my life, O Lord, according to your laws. Those who devise wicked schemes are near, but they are far from your law. Yet you are near, O Lord, and all your commands are true. Long ago, I learned from your statutes that you have established them to last forever. Oh, goodness. Wow. Okay, so then Ephesians 1:4, just as he chose us in him before the foundation of the world, that we should be holy and without blame before him in love. Yeah, you need to stop blaming yourself, sweetheart, because it is not your fault. This is how you decided to love your mom. And it was your flesh ruling your state of mind, not your spiritual state. So this is why mastering the game of virtual reality here is so important, to then therefore master the emotions, so that head over heart, that heart over head comes back into play. Okay, let's see what else is here. Revelations 3:21. To him who overcomes, I will give the right to sit with me on my throne, just as I overcame and sat down with my Father on his throne. He who has an ear, let him listen. So Jehovah's telling you right now, when you have this revelation, descending here. So this revelation is going to be descending this journey for you, because you're going to realize if you don't do it, you're going to be further down. To him who overcomes this energy, I will give the right to sit with me on my throne. He's already told you it's here. He will give you victory. You just need to follow his suggestion here, which is also in your gut, and you know it is. Oh my gosh. Jehovah, you guys. He brought out the moon. And now he brought out the High Priestess. You guys. Do good to your servant, and I will live. I will obey your word. Open my eyes that I may see wonderful things in your law. I am a stranger on earth. Do not hide your commands from me. My soul is consumed with longing for your laws at all times. You rebuke the arrogant who are cursed and who stray from your commands. Remove from me scorn and contempt, for I keep your statutes. Though rulers sit together and slander me, your servant will meditate on your decrees. Your statutes are my delight, and they are my counselors. If you don't think you're divinely guided now, 3011, I'm going to make sure you watch this damn video every single day, you guys. I have so much energy running through me. What else is here? Oh, that's it. Oh, and then look at, he brought out the emperor. He brought out the damn emperor, which is that you are in your pre-emperor energy. When you get to this victory, here's what's going to happen, because you're going to be earning your pentacles here on your way to this king, and this is what he has for you. You are an emperor. This is all 4 kings inside of you, which is absolute spiritual, mental, passionate, spiritual state of mind versus flesh state of mind balance. This is what he ultimately has for you here. Oh, yep, because look at this really quick. Luke 19:9. For the Son of Man came to seek and to save what was lost. He lost his emperor. Jehovah's looking down on you and saying, I want that man. Teach me, O Lord, to follow your decrees, then I will keep them to the end. Give me your understanding, and I will keep your law and obey it with all my heart. Direct me in the path of your commands, for there I find delight. Turn my heart toward your statutes and not towards selfish gain. Turn my eyes away from worthless things. Preserve my life according to your word. Fulfill your promise to your servant so that you may be feared. Take away the disgrace I dread, for your laws are good. How I long for your precepts. Preserve my life in your righteousness. You have to surrender, sweetheart. You have to surrender, okay? You have to surrender, okay? Jehovah's trying to tell you right here. This is the window. It goes back to the window, and he's giving you this reflection to be able to see through it and to be able to communicate with you through, because the Empress is before this, which is the door, the passageway that the air can go through, the window to therefore reflect even more. Oh man, let's see what else is here. Psalm 118:8. It is better to take refuge in the Lord than to trust in man. Oh, wow. Psalm 149:4. For the Lord takes delight in his people. He crowns the humble with salvation. 32:22 right there on the clock. Oh my gosh, he is just bringing so much high arcana out right now. Look at this, you guys. He's bringing out the Het, which is the chariot, the Cancer, the way that this is the Cancer card, and it goes back to the house of speech and how this communication will travel, and it's very sturdy in this chariot, this fence, this with 4 wheels that just continue to go, right? Oh my gosh, Jehovah. Oh, you are my portion, O Lord. I have promised to obey your words. I have sought your face with all my heart. Be gracious to me according to your ways. I have considered my ways and have turned my steps to your statutes. I will hasten and not delay to obey your commands. Though the wicked bind me with ropes, I will not forget your law. At midnight, I rise to give you thanks. I just saw that at 33:11. At midnight, I rise to give you thanks for your righteous laws. I am a friend to all who fear you, to all who follow your precepts. The earth is filled with your love, O Lord. Teach me your decrees. To the way that the speech of his love is communicating. Oh my gosh. And he's telling you, I'm going to give you this breath of fresh air. This revelation is coming. Isaiah 64:8. Now, O Lord, you are our Father. We are the clay, and you are our potter, and all we are the work of your hand. He's going to get you, honey. Don't fight it, please. Let's see. Oh, my gosh. Divine Masculine, I am so honored to be able to present this message to you, because I feel as if you are so divinely guided. The work of your hand. And he brings out the Yod, which goes back to his hand. Psalm, oh my gosh. The hand, the wheel of fortune here, the way that he will move things. He is looking down on you, honey. Oh my gosh. Your hands made me and formed me. Give me understanding to learn your commands. May those who fear you rejoice when they see me, for I have put my hope in your word. I know, O Lord, that your laws are righteous, and in faithfulness you have afflicted me. May your unfailing love be my comfort, according to your promise towards your servant. Let your compassion come to me that I may live, for your law is my delight. May the arrogant be put to shame for wronging me without cause, but I will meditate on your precepts. May those who fear you turn to me, those who understand your statutes. So may my heart be blameless towards your decrees, that I may not be put to shame. There's going to be a judgment here, you guys. Revelation 2:9. I know you're in your poverty, yet you are rich. I know you in your poverty. Maybe I should have said. Oh my God, you guys, I told you the Empress. I just talked to you about the Empress, and here it is, the door, the passageway. So here he is setting up this whole, oh my gosh. Okay, so we're going to start with the moon, right? Because that's what the first one that came out. And then it was the High Priestess. So your mama is blocking you from all of these right here. So what did we have first? The Emperor, the Chariot, the Hermit, and now this, Venus, the door. So the constant communication that this person is blocking you, this fence in the way, of your Emperor energy, because this is super emotional and holding your flesh state. And here's your spiritual state right here. You've got 2 in your emotional state and 4 in your spiritual state, sweetheart. Okay, you've got to open up. You've got to release here. Let's read the Empress, this Venus energy, this door, this passageway, the way that this air is just going to breeze right through here, this revelation that's coming for you. I am laid low in the dust. Preserve my life according to your word. I recounted my ways, and you answered me. Teach me your decrees. Let me understand the teaching of your precepts, then I will meditate on your wonders. My soul is weary with sorrow. Strengthen me according to your sword to divide. Keep me from deceitful ways. Be gracious to me through your law. I have chosen the way of truth. I have set my heart on your laws. I hold fast statutes, O Lord. Do not let me be put to shame. Don't hold me back. I run in the path of your commands, for you have set me free. And when you are free indeed. 1 Corinthians 1:18. For the message, you guys, I'm just shaking. For the message of the cross is foolishness to those who are perishing, but to us who are being saved, it is the power of God. To us who are being saved. Wow. I hope you take this so much as guidance. I love you so much. Please do not hold yourself back from this highest timeline that you could possibly have. And you are so absolutely divinely guided. You are well on your way for this spiritual journey, divine masculine. And if you haven't accepted it yet, please do. Please do. Because then that's just self-harm, and I don't want that for you. Okay? I love you. Wounds into light.